welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna have another sketch chat video where I talk about a topic while a video of me sketching plays in the background. Fun times! Today's topic was brought to my attention by a Twitter mutual. They had asked me how I deal with feeling depressed or overwhelmed when I see other people's art that is better than mine, or like overcoming a feeling of jealousy in that regard, but probably more overcoming feelings of depression or sadness when you feel that your art is just not good enough. So I feel that when you're first starting out drawing, or even if you've been drawing for a little while, it is easy to feel a little overwhelmed when you see great art, and it can be easy to become jealous of other people's successes. But I think the key to overcoming that is, rather than looking outward, you should be looking inward to yourself. So what I mean by that is when you come across a really fantastic piece of artwork that you absolutely adore and it just seems like perfection to you, rather than thinking to yourself, oh, this is like the perfect golden piece of artwork and I can never compare to that, think to yourself instead, like, how did they do that? Because when you start asking yourself questions on how they did this, or why they may have done this, or what medium they're using, you're starting yourself on a more productive pathway to, eventually becoming as good as the people that you admire. Now, most artists are pretty open about all of their processes and their struggles with their art. So, you can really study them and learn a lot off of them and figure out, how they work and why they made certain choices that they did. And then you can analyze it and take it back into your own work and see how you may be able to apply that knowledge to your own artwork. This isn't to say, copy them or anything, but, it gives you an opportunity to think to yourself and try new techniques while still keeping your artwork your own and fresh. To reiterate and kind of add to that last thought, not everyone's techniques are going to work for you, because each person is unique. Yes, you're all special snowflakes, whatevs. So someone else's techniques, especially in regards to like social media presence and things like that, their techniques may work for them, but they may not work for you, and this is fine because, like I said, special snowflakes, and everyone's going to work a little bit differently. But there's still a lot to be learned from other artists, and you can apply that to your own way. Make it your own, basically, is what I'm saying. Something else that can help you overcome feeling jealous about other people's artwork or successes, or feeling sad, because you feel like you don't measure up. Another thing to think about is that every artist who you admire right now, they have gone through the same growing pains that you're experiencing now. Nobody popped out the womb and were just ready to go with their pencils and were making masterpieces. That's not how it works. I mean, let's be real about this. Leonardo da Vinci didn't paint his masterpieces until he was in his 40s. So this idea, this notion of like, I have to be perfect and a genius in my early 20s is really ridiculous, and it's really hard on you. So, take your time. It's going to take time, and you will get there, but don't be so hard on yourselves. Another thing to remember is that, again, all these artists you admire, not only have they experienced the same growing pains as you, but they have seriously been working at this for years and years and years. I kid you not, some extra years, maybe some more years, a little more years, yes, and some more years, yes. So, enough of that ramble. It takes a long time to get better. When you first start out, your progress will seem pretty fast. You'll be experiencing artistic growth in big jumps, but then as you start getting better and better, this artistic progress, it does feel like it slows down as you get further along in your path, and that's just natural and okay. One thing you can do to try to kickstart it a little bit is to start working outside your comfort zone, and just to practice some more, try new techniques and things like that. Really, I kind of feel like I'm at this place right now, so because I feel like my progress is really quite slow, but I just keep on plugging away at it, and I'm just not worrying about it anymore, because I figure, I'll make it there when I make it there. So basically, I've come to this conclusion for myself that my artistic journey is basically going to be lifelong learning. It's going to be forever. Which, it doesn't really sound intimidating. I was just making a stupid voice. Yes. But if you think about it, you're going to make artwork that you like. You're going to make artwork that you don't like. And you're probably never going to feel like you're a master. In all honesty, if we could go back in time and ask the artists that we look back on now, who are considered masters in art history, if we went back in time and asked them, hey, do you think you're a master? They'd be like, heck no. I mean, really, because, they were probably all lifelong learners as well. So, you just gotta buckle up. You're in for a long ride, and just relax and let things happen on their own time. So let's talk a little bit specifically about feeling depressed whenever you see great art, because that's quite a bit different than feeling jealous. If you're looking at great art and you're thinking to yourself, oh man, I am never going to get there. Oh, I'm terrible. I suck at this. Maybe this is worthless. Maybe I should quit. All these sort of negative downward spiral thoughts. I realize it's difficult, but put a mute button on that. Seriously. For me personally, it's easier to put a mute button on those types of thoughts now because I am on medication, and I realize some of you may not be, and you may be hoping for some advice on how to put the mute button on those kinds of thoughts. Honestly, it's really tough. For me personally, when I'm putting the mute button on those types of thoughts, I just step back a moment and I refocus on something else. Working on art helps. Deciding to get up and go for a walk definitely helps. I sometimes get up and just to pet the cat. Or maybe I'm gonna go out and play Pokemon Go for a little bit. You just gotta find something that is easy for you to refocus on. I also find that keeping myself busy helps. I keep a little progress notebook, and I like to tick off my tasks for the day. So that gives me little goals to look forward to. It feels good to check mark off those to-do lists. It really does. I know it sounds simple and ridiculous, but it works. So, just find something that works for you. It may take a little trial and error, but I feel confident you can do it. So, I think that's about all the thoughts I have on this topic, and I kind of feel like I didn't address the topic very well because it was supposed to be about jealousy and art, and I feel like I didn't really talk about the jealousy aspect, but more how to overcome it. But I feel like that's what I wanted to say, how to overcome these things rather than dwelling on them. Yeah, that's right. So don't forget, I do have a webcomic. It's Fine Sometimes Rain. You can find it at finesometimesrain.genkigirl.com. And I also have a Patreon if you would like to support my artistic endeavors. I would certainly appreciate it. And you can also find me on social media. Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I am at Tsukiono on there, and I'm probably at Tsukiono on some other social medias that I have completely forgotten about by now. If you liked my videos, please hit the like button, and why not subscribe to my channel while you're at it, because, I'm such a charming person. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's enough of that. And last but not least, if you have any future video suggestions, anything you want to ask me, feel free to do it down there in the comments. But be good. Behave yourselves. Yes. Though I think I can trust you guys to behave yourselves.